What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Or I haven't posted in a very long time. Uh, I could give you a breakthrough why I haven't posted. I'm not gonna apologize or anything because I feel like I didn't do anything wrong. It's just like I haven't been really thoughtful, creative. I've been. Uh, Anyways, let's get to the video. So Vegas isn't really all it's cracked up to be. I know a lot of people. This is like the vacation destination of the world. A lot of people come here and they go to the strip, they go clubbing, they gamble. It's all fun, all the stuff. But behind the lights and the strip and everything, like there's people that actually live here. And when you live here, it's a different experience than, the vacation mode when you come here. I actually, if you didn't know, I've done a little insight, 1 year living in Vegas, and this is like close to 2 years now living in Vegas, me and my girl. When I first came here, I came here on vacation. I came here, I went to the strip. I didn't really go much off the strip. I went downtown Vegas, which is Fremont Street. All the tourist destinations. So I just got this vibe when I came here that I wanted to live here, and an old coworker of mine was telling me how he used to live out here and work out here, and he was working in the warehouse with me, so he kind of motivated me to come down here. I got another story on him. It's crazy what happened to him, but I'll tell him in a later story. He did a whole 180. I actually seen him a little bit ago. But anyways, yeah, Vegas is a whole different experience when you actually live here. Now, me, I'm not into partying. Never really been into clubbing. I don't drink. Like, I'll drink like once, 2 times a year maybe, and I'm not like, getting like wasted drunk. Sometimes I get, last time I drank was like, I think 4th of July or something like that, I've never been a big drinker. I smoke weed every now and then too, there's be months where I smoke weed like once or twice a week, and then I'll quit, for a while, but that's not to just, be high. Like, it helps in a way. But I right now I'm not smoking weed. I've been off of weed for close to almost 2 months now, and I just, I'm just not, where I'm getting at is I'm not a partier person. I don't gamble, and Vegas seems really like set in those ways, Now, I'm not here to shit on Vegas because there's a lot of good things about Vegas too that I'll get into in this video. There's a lot of great things about Vegas, but uh, a lot of people just look at Vegas as party, 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 party. I'm gonna come out and party, gamble, party, which is cool. It's vacation, but like I said, when you live here, it's a little bit different. You got to make a living. You can't go out and party every day, and that's how a lot of people like lose themselves here in Vegas. A lot of people come out here and stay in that party mind frame. I'm gonna go to the club chasing hoes, or chasing, if you're a girl, chasing guys, chasing that validation in the club, drinking, partying, gambling. And a lot of people end up on the streets, losing their house, losing their savings, everything. I've heard so many stories since I've been here from like, coworkers that I've worked with, and I've seen like stuff, like it's crazy, and I've only been here 2 years. A lot of the people I work with got a DWI like it's normal, and they brag about it like, oh yeah, I'm on my second DWI. Like, it's just like a regular thing to have a DWI here, and I just find that very crazy, um but yeah, well, I got my girl here. What do you think about like what do you think, like, what are the pros of Vegas? She's not gonna be in the video. She's just gonna be on the side. She's camera shy. What do you think about? You got to speak up because you're a little distant. What do you think about the pros of living in Vegas? Like, I would say, well, before you go on, I would say like there's a lot of good food here. Like, I've never been a foodie. I like sugar and sweets and stuff, as you can see from my cheat day videos. But there's a lot of good food if you go off strip. Way cheaper than the strip. The strip is like a rip off. But yeah, what do you think?
I think I was gonna say the food too.
Kind of got to speak up a little bit because I don't got a mic. Yeah.
The food is the food, and if you like to do a lot of hiking,
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Yeah.
outdoors groups.
Yeah.
For sure, food and that, but the pros like the weather. We prefer the warm weather, so
Yeah.
we definitely like this weather
Yeah.
versus the cold.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because we came from Minnesota and it's like cold 7 months out of the year, 7 to 8 months out of the year. It's just like we don't like the cold. We'd rather be hot.
Pros, the homeless leave you alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're respectful and they do their own thing. They'll collect cans and mind their own business. They won't stop you for money, stop you to ask for anything. They'll leave you alone, so it's nice.
Yeah.
Nothing against the homeless, but the ones in Minnesota are very aggressive. They'll literally like try to harass you and follow you around, say really like inappropriate things to you if you can't give them money.
Yeah.
So I think that's a pro. What else?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, like in Minnesota, the homeless are very aggressive. Like they'll yell at you, come up to you and beg you. Another pro. I like how they have like, okay, there's jobs where you can literally work a week and make $1,000 or a couple grand. It's fast money here. Like if you can get on these gigs, they got a lot of gigs that come into town, and you can work those gigs and make pretty good, decent money.
Lots of conventions.
Yeah, a lot of conventions that you can work, gig work. Like if you're planning on moving here for that, yeah, it's cool. Let's go into like some of the cons. Like the cons, I would say is,
oh, do you want me to go first?
Go ahead.
It's not based on experience. It's based on who you know in Vegas.
Yeah.
So despite you having X amount, 10 years experience in whatever field that you're applying for, if someone is going for the same job, but they know someone in there, they will likely get the job over you versus in Minnesota. It's based on how you present yourself and based on your resume and experience.
Yeah, we literally went to a job interview and we waited there for like literally 4 hours to get interviewed by. It was like a lot of these places are like group interviews. Like if you want to work in hospitality, that's what we're kind of trying to do, because a lot of y'all know me from my warehouse videos. I don't want to do warehouse ever again. I'm just done. That part of my life is done. I've said this in many videos. A lot of you come from warehouse videos, but when I moved to Vegas, I wanted a fresh start to do something different with my life. So I've been trying different jobs since I've been here. And also my girl, she wanted to try something new because she wasn't in warehouse, but she just wanted to do something different. So we were trying to get into the hospitality. The hospitality, if you're going the 9 to 5 route, is the best way to make money here. Like you can make a lot of money here, doing hospitality jobs. Just being a busser, you would think like, oh, people think of bussers like, make a lot of money. Bussers here, a lot of the bussers here, not saying me, but a lot of bussers like in certain positions can make up close to 100K, So anyways, going back to what we said, we were in this group setting, this group interview. Like it's a whole bunch of group where they grab people out the group, interview you for like 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. And bouncing off what she said is, it's about who you know. A lot of people were coming in after us and getting interviewed because they knew people that already worked for the company, and here is, yeah, like she said, it's who you know. Like if you don't know a lot of people, if you don't know the person from the company, then you're probably not going to get first dibs to pick at this job, going basically off of like experience, like, yeah, like if you got the experience, they don't really care about that.
They don't care about that. It's just based on, even if you qualify, even if you are more qualified than the person that they know, they will still pick the person that they know. This is why it's confusing when you go to a lot of places and you're wondering how this person got this job, and it's because they knew somebody. And like we'll go places, we're like, wait, we feel like we would do a way better job, but then this person is working and they look miserable and they're really unprofessional. But it's because they knew somebody.
And it's I kind of think that's kind of like it sucks, you know what I'm saying? Because like you could be overqualified and they still will pick this person that, because he's your friend and you know him and he's cool with this guy, they'll put him in. As to where we live, if you got the experience, they're gonna bring you in the job,
Talk about that chick that worked at that one place with you and she had no experience and they had her bartender and she was asking you how to make drinks. So I was working at a nightclub and I was trying to bartend, and the owner gave her a job just because he knew her. This girl had no experience in bartending. She was literally asking me
about bartending. Like I mean, asking me how to make drinks. Customers would come up to her, she didn't know what to do, you know. And just because she knew the manager or the owner of the club, she got the position over me. And I just that's kind of how Vegas is run here. So if you're thinking about coming here and just jumping in and you don't know anybody, good luck. It's gonna be hard, like, cause everybody, it's Vegas is more about who you know more about than the experience you have. You can come here and have all the qualifications, but if you don't know anybody in this town, it's gonna be hard jumping into like a hospitality job or a 9 to 5 job. Now you can go the whole. I'm just talking from hospitality, but if you want to go like warehouse, delivery, it's different. Different. You could probably jump in those a lot easier, but
here, don't pay well here though.
Yeah, they don't pay well here. Like if I was in Minnesota, warehouses, they pay good there. But here, no, you're not getting money for those type of jobs. For blue collar work here, it's just not worth the pay. They don't pay good here, you know. So your best bet would to be come here and jump in the hospitality industry, whether that's serving, busing, bar backing, bartending, you know, the list goes on, you know. Yeah, security, even security does good in certain areas, you know, not all of them, but yeah. So yeah, if you're thinking about just moving here off the rip, I would suggest, look, have a good amount of savings, at least 10K saved, you know. Me and my girl, we stacked up money on both ends before we came, and we were still struggling when we got here because we didn't know like anybody to get us in the door, you know. And it took us like a good year, what would you say, like a year to learn Vegas, like how to make money, to really make money in the 9 to 5.
It was after a year when you started talking to some of your coworkers and they mentioned to do other things, like be in the tipping industry. So I think if you get in the tipping industry, you'll be fine. Depending on what restaurant too, though. And what nightclub. The biggest one is the nightclub, the beach clubs. And another thing is, I don't know where anybody's from, but in Vegas, they want you to have good credit to be able to like even rent. So you would have to have at least 650 credit or higher. Not only that, but the requirement to just rent is very, very hard because even if you have, let's say if you have anything pending or any kind of evictions pending less than a year, you're not. It's going to be very hard to get a decent place. And not only that, but your income would have to show that you're making 3 times the amount of the rent that you're renting. And then not just that too, but the deposit is not like 300, 500. It's like, if your monthly rent is 1,400, that's how much you're gonna put down for that place. So it's not. First of all, it's hard in terms of finding a job. Secondly, it's really hard to even get a decent apartment in a safe area.
We got a mediocre place. I mean, our place is nice. The inside, it's pretty safe. Like it's.
We got lucky.
We got lucky. Like this was the last, like literally, like. When we first got here, we had to stay in an Airbnb for close to a month.
A month and a half.
A month and a half, and we pretty much depleted most of our savings in that Airbnb because Airbnb is expensive. But if you're trying to like get down here and get established, I would say it's a lot cheaper than a hotel because a hotel would like drain your pockets in like 2 weeks, you know. But it was still pretty expensive, you know. So we were looking at places. We found some shitty places, and we finally found this place, and they had one opening left, you know, and we took a risk on this place. We didn't even get to see the inside. They said they were remodeling the inside, like they were just putting in like new carpet, new tile. It wasn't like we still got like the old modern stuff, but it's cool, you know. If you go back to my old channel, I did an empty house tour on Ayebender, or it's called Ayebender Shorts. I haven't uploaded it on the channel because I'm kind of, you know, 2 channels are hard to manage, but yeah, you can see a empty house tour of our house, you know. But yeah, we got lucky on this place, and it's a really nice place. It's very cozy. We got, you know, our little setup. We got our toys. My girl got me into collecting toys. You know, I was never a toy collector, but now I'm collecting toys. I got shit ton of DBZ. Got some Marvel stuff. You know, it's cool. You know.
You kind of went off.
Yeah. I'm a little addict now, you know what I'm saying? I got the cans stacked up back there, you know, like, but it's cool, like, it's a cool little hobby. At least I'm not, like, doing crack or, you know, drinking in the clubs every night, you know, gambling my savings away, you know, because, like, the cons here, like, moving here, if you don't have a strong will, and me and her talk about this all the time. If you don't have a strong will, Vegas will not be the place for you. If you really like to party a lot, you like to drink, which is nothing wrong. If you like to drink, it's cool if you do it responsibly. I'm not knocking you if you drink, but if you're drinking like all the time, then that's a problem. You know, you can't function in life. If you got to drink when you wake up, you got a problem. But
I think
there's
you should add the part where, because you've had almost like 6, 7, 8 different jobs, all half of your coworkers all don't drive. You should mention that.
yeah, I was saying like
Yeah, it's
earlier
kinda
that like
scary.
like everybody says they got a DWI. Like
The
it's
thing is, you had 6 different jobs, and all the coworkers don't drive. None of them drive because they can't.
yeah
Not because they chose not to. It's just they all have DWIs and they are not, able to be behind the wheels. And that's kind of scary too.
yeah.
Like the con of here is there's a lot of accidents.
Yeah, a lot of accidents. The drivers suck here. I'm sorry.
Blinkers.
Yeah. I'm sorry if you're a diehard Nevadian. Look, y'all don't use your blinkers when they drive. I've said this in a video before. Like when they're about to turn, they go super slow. They hit the brakes. You could be going like 40. They hit their brakes and then turn super slow, like almost like they want you to rear end them. It's crazy. Like you'd have to experience this to get what we're saying, but the drivers suck here. Nobody uses their blinkers. It's crazy. Like all you got to do is flip your blinker. Like why is it so hard to use your blinker? Like yeah. Like you'll be driving 40 down the street and they'll stop and just turn. No blinker, nothing. You don't even know what they're doing. Like what the hell? Like it pisses us off daily. Like I've never experienced a place where people don't use their blinkers. Like how hard is it to flick that switch? Like it doesn't hurt at all. But yeah. They don't use their blinkers. The drivers suck here. They're terrible.
And one more thing, like they like to like hit the red lights. They don't. They
Yeah.
hit the red, like a lot. It happens a lot.
Yeah. When the lights turn red, a lot of people you have to wait a couple. Yeah. You'll have to wait a couple seconds before. If your light turns green, you might want to wait a couple seconds because everybody runs red lights here. Like 3 different cars will be running through there, like she said. But yeah, the drivers suck. And then also, I'm not saying this for everybody here. I've met a lot of great guys here that are very genuine and cool, but I feel like a lot of people are for themselves here. I feel like it's very hard to make connections with people here because a lot of people just they're for themselves. People love to brag about how much money they make and what they do, at their jobs and how much they made. But when you ask them, like, hey, are they hiring? Can you? No, bro, no, they're not hiring right now. But bro, I made so much money the other day. They love to talk about themselves, but they will not want to hook you up. Like I had this guy.
Or there was even a post on Indeed, and they're telling you it's not hiring, but like Indeed is showing they're hiring.
Yeah. Like I had this.
They want to talk about how much money they made, but they don't want you in on it.
Yeah. Like I'm not saying everybody in Vegas because I met a lot of good guys, a lot of cool guys. Some of my bosses, but I feel like a lot of people here are fake. Like a lot of people are just for themselves to move up to the next level. They don't want to. There's this great saying: they want to see you do good, but never better than them. And I feel like Vegas is. They say a lot of LA people have came here, and a lot of people shit on LA how bad it is. I don't know if that's the case, but just from being in the workforce, I feel like a lot of people they're not genuine. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's very superficial.
Yeah.
So everything is very, very superficial. The cars they drive, the way most people are, they hype themselves up to be something very, very big. Everybody wants to be a big shot.
Yeah.
Versus just kind of like where we come from, everyone just kind of looks like the same. We all drive the same car,
Yeah.
No one's above anybody.
Yeah.
But here it's like everyone's very fly.
Yeah.
The world is very, very fly.
Yeah.
Even
Like
the girls,
you'll see it. Okay, you'll see. We'll give you an example. You'll see a person driving a brand new Mercedes-Benz, like 2024 Mercedes-Benz, and they're doing DoorDash. I've literally seen this with my own eyes. A couple pulled up to my job, somebody ordered DoorDash, and they're in a brand new 2024 Mercedes-Benz. I've seen somebody doing Amazon Flex. That's where you deliver the packages out of your own car. If you don't know, it's gig work. That job, none of those jobs pay nearly enough to make your car payment. but they're doing that. It's like everybody wants to be like look rich, but they're not. You know, like you'll see.
Or they're just living. Everyone's living above their means.
Yeah, everybody here is just like super superficial. You know, all the girls here.
And we seen this when we did Flex, where everybody has Teslas, all these just souped up cars.
Yeah.
At the Amazon station.
Yeah.
Everyone had really nice car except me and you.
Yeah.
Like, everyone had a brand new car.
Yeah.
Doing Flex.
Yeah.
And Flex here doesn't pay a lot.
Yeah.
Nothing compared to Minnesota. Minnesota
No.
pays really well. You can do it like you can live decently in just doing Flex in Minnesota, but here you can't do that.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to understand how this is working for them.
Yeah.
A lot of these people that do that.
Yeah, a lot of people want to be flashy here. A lot of people are into the, the Gucci, the Louis Vuitton, the name brand. A lot of girls here have BBLs here. It's crazy. Like how many?
Our
like
cleaning lady has a BBL.
Our cleaning lady, she cleans our apartment, and she had a BBL. She was like, what, like 50, 50, late 50s?
Like early 50s.
Yeah, early 50s, had a BBL. Like, it's crazy how many girls here have, like, a BBL on a normal. Like,
and breast implants.
And breast implants, yeah. I honestly, and the ductlets.
Yeah, the ductlets.
The ductlets, with the lip injections is what we mean.
But they are saying this is LA 2.0.
Yeah. Like, I really never seen a girl with a BBL unless it was, like, on YouTube or in the music videos until I moved here. Now, every girl I see has, like, work done. It's crazy.
Diaper.
Yeah, like diaper butt. Yeah.
It's like a diaper. Like, it needs to be changed.
It's crazy. Like, and from what I've talked to, now I'm not going off of all the girls here, but from the guys I've talked to, a lot of girls here are very, if you're looking here to find your partner, a lot of girls here are, I don't date, but this is what I've gotten from guys here. A lot of girls here are very, like, flaky. They're very, I had a coworker, and he's been here since he was a kid. He's like in his mid 40s, He told me a lot of girls here, he went to high school, a lot of girls here have a sugar daddy by the age of 16, So, like, a lot of girls' heads here are, like, would you say overinflated? Like, they think...
Like, inflated, and they're, like, materialistic. Like,
yeah.
If you can't match up to the sugar daddy, they're not going to date you in a serious manner,
Yeah.
It's just more like, what can you offer them?
Yeah.
Because they already have a bigger offer, so if you have nothing to offer but just a relationship, you're probably going to get played, and you're not going to get taken seriously.
Yeah.
So it's, like, a really high competition to date these kind of girls.
Yeah. And, I'm not speaking on all, if you're a girl and you watch this and you're offended, I'm not speaking on, and you're a good person, okay, I haven't, it's just, we're going off of what we've seen and heard, what my coworkers have told to me, so I'm not actually out here in the dating field, so I don't know, I'm happily in a relationship,
But they tell you their struggles, though. A lot of them have told you their struggles on how hard it is to be in a serious relationship that someone actually wants to commit to them.
Yeah.
It's such a big party scene, so, like, you'll date one person and the next you'll find someone better, so it's like swiping on Tinder.
Yeah. I feel like they say Gen Z is in hookup culture. I feel like here it's just amplified. You know what I'm saying? Like it is like everybody is hooking up with everybody. Nobody's staying faithful to anybody, because like she said, the party scene and everything,
And add alcohol and drugs to the mix.
Yeah.
No one's ever serious.
And it's crazy because if you have like I said before, if you have vices, I would not recommend living here. If you got a drinking problem, if you have a gambling problem, if you are addicted to partying all the time, you got to party every weekend, I would not come here. If you're addicted to hoes, like there's prostitution here like everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Like drugs. Like there's so much here that can like destroy you. And going back to what I said earlier, the coworker that I worked with, I'm not gonna say any names, I'm gonna put him on blast, but this guy's homeless now, I've seen him walk in the streets, like it's crazy, and he was just working a good job. Like the warehouse we were working, we were getting paid pretty good money, we were making a good living, you could pay your bills. Like I was making good money, up there. I just hated the job, and it's crazy to see a whole 180 when I come down here and this guy's homeless, like what vices did he fall into?
And Vegas is so small because we saw him homeless 3 times.
Yeah, we seen him like three.
3
Oh,
times.
here's another thing. Vegas is
It's
very,
so small.
very small. I've seen so many coworkers out in public.
All
Just
the time.
yeah, at the grocery
Yeah.
store, a couple of times.
Many
Numerous
times.
amount of times. So like, Vegas is very, very small. Like you might see Vegas, oh, the huge. It's small. Like you'll run into somebody that you work with. Every now and then. So yeah. What do you think? Do you think we pretty much covered?
Since we talked about a lot of the negatives, let's bring up a couple more positive to like maybe if you want to end it on a positive note.
Yeah. Oh, one thing I like is the gyms here.
The gyms.
The
It's
gym.
the best.
Yeah, the
15
gyms.
bucks,
Yeah.
Included tax.
$15. Like you can go. Like I was working out at Lifetime, paying like $80 a month. Here, $15. You can go to like they got 5 different gyms. They're only in Vegas. Excuse me. And you can go to all the gyms. They got pools, all that stuff. Another thing, like, you should work on your networking skills, because like this is something I'm struggling with. A lot of y'all know I'm an introvert. It's very hard for me to like get out of my shell and talk to new people. I've lost a lot of opportunities here because I am the way I am. I'm very, if I don't know you, it's hard for me. I wouldn't say that. It's hard for me to come out my shell, so like I'm working on that, what I'm saying? It's hard for me to let go of my pride and open up to other people, but I'm working on it, So I would say, look, if you're gonna come down here, network as much as possible. Network. This guy I work with, he's always networking, and he's got his own business, and he's working to like. That's a way you can move up fast in Vegas.
Yeah.
Like if you network with people, Not everybody's, like I said, not everybody's gonna be your friend. There's gonna be a lot of people that are just for themselves, but there's a lot of good people in this town too. It's not all bad people,
Like, There's a lot that want to help you.
Yeah.
But then there's also a lot that just wants to brag to you and show you how much they make, but have no interest in letting you in on their job, even though their job is posting hiring.
They'll say, oh, no, bro,
like,
they're not hiring right now.
Yeah. Like they could easily just recommend you and just let you in by that way, because that's kind of how you get in. But the fact that they just want to talk about all their tips and how much they're making, but no interest in like pulling you up or getting you in there, it goes to show that like they are just for themselves and they just want to brag.
Yeah. But they're like she said before, like if you like to hike, there's a lot of hiking trails. We still, like a lot of locals, they say a lot of locals don't go to the strip anymore. We're still 2 years in, so we still pretty much go to the strip when we can. We walk down to the strip, get our cardio in. It's cool to people watch, we're still pretty amazed by the strip. Like it's kind of cool, to see the different casinos and the themes, in the casinos. So we're not really sick of the strip yet,
But that's only because we live walking distance though. But
Yeah,
if we didn't, we
yeah.
wouldn't go out of our way to try to find parking and pay for parking.
Yeah.
And then try to get in. So
Yeah.
I think it's to our advantage that it's literally walking distance.
Yeah.
And it is fun. I think that a lot of people here, if they didn't live so far, they would enjoy it too. It's just like the whole parking it's a drag.
Yeah.
And parking is very expensive, so that's kind of why. But it's still fun every time we go. So,
Yeah.
And there's always all sorts of conventions, and you see people from all over. So
All over the world. People come here from all over the world, so it's pretty cool just to like see people and meet.
We're always trying to like mimic people's accents. And, trying to guess where they're from.
Yeah. What would you say? Do you got anything else to add to the video, or?
I would say Vegas is really good if you are not here. If you have no interest in raising a family, you're just trying to have a good time. But then, like you just want to be around people and the nightlife.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, you know yourself and you're careful. I feel like it would be a really fun place.
Yeah.
But if you're a person that you easily get influenced by others, it's not for you, because you'll start judging yourself, comparing yourself, while you're not the way living the way other people are.
Yeah.
And then I think that can like bring you into a depression if you can't find anybody to connect with. It can get very lonely.
Yeah.
Despite it being a big, it's like a nightlife.
Yeah.
You can feel very lonely very, very quick.
Yeah, it's kind of like Instagram in real life,
Yeah.
It's like
It is. I would
Yeah.
say Instagram in real life.
Yeah,
You
like
see everybody on Instagram.
Yeah.
Everybody posts their Instagram on their cars.
Yeah. People got their Instagram tag. Also, like going back to the girls, how they're enhanced. A lot of the guys here are enhanced too. A lot of guys are on steroids here. So like, if you're like self-conscious about your body, like I came here. Yeah. Like steroids are a natural thing here. Everybody does steroids. I've actually got asked a couple times if I've done steroids. That's pretty. I feel like that's a big up to me because like, shit, I look like I do steroids and I'm natural. That's crazy. Yeah. Like but like steroids are a big thing here. So like, so it's not just the girls that are enhanced. The guys are enhanced too. So like yeah. And I'm not knocking you if you do steroids. If you want to do steroids, I just I'm not. Health risks outweigh the pros of the steroids, so I'm not doing that. But if you teach his own.
But definitely food scene. It's very cheap in Chinatown.
Yeah.
But don't eat on the strip. It's a ripoff.
Yeah.
I would say the food scene, definitely, if you're a foodie.
Yeah.
For sure, Vegas, hands down, Chinatown is very affordable and it's very good. And it's worth it.
Yeah. When we first got here, we were eating out a lot. Like we were going to,
every day.
we were trying every different food places, but we had to cut that out because we got to save some money, So budget. Yeah. Vegas is cool, like she said, I don't think it's a place to raise a family, but if you want to come and have fun and make some money for a short amount of time, it's great. And another thing I like is there's always something new opening up. Like the Vegas is constantly opening new venues, like every couple of months. Something else new is opening. When we first got here, the Spear wasn't even up. It was just a black ball, and then boom, and then when it opened, the Spear is like this big dome with lights, and they do concerts in it. But look it up on YouTube. It's pretty cool.
And they tore down the Tropicana, so now it's gonna be a baseball field.
Yeah.
They're gonna build a baseball field in Vegas.
Yeah.
There's always something happening here.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's good for gig work. Like if you want to look at it like how people do van life. And they want to make quick money and save the money.
Yeah.
Do van life, car life. Vegas is like that. If you want to come here and save some money and then just kind of grind, really quickly for the summer, save a couple years, and get out, it's pretty good if you know where you're going and you can actually save up a lot because of the tips.
Yeah. I think we pretty much covered like our Vegas stuff. I'm gonna be get more active on YouTube for you guys because I know I've been kind of on a hiatus and I don't like that. I want to post more, get more active on this channel. The Ayebender Shorts channel, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. There's a lot of like great workout advice if you want to check that channel out. They're just shorts, so quick and simple to the point. You want some more workout tips, go check that channel out. I had basically been on a hiatus from that channel too for couple months now, but I'll get back to it. I appreciate you guys. If you made it this long, we're 33 minutes in. Appreciate you. Appreciate all my subscribers that's been watching me from day one. Appreciate all the new subscribers because I'm just trying to be me and better myself every day like everybody else in this world, all right, y'all. Got anything you want to say? No?
Maybe they should like help you out by dropping a comment on topics that they would like you to discuss about, like just do rant on.
Yeah.
It would help you.
Yeah, if you want to drop, some ideas that you want me to talk about,
you just rant about since you love ranting.
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to talk about since I can't come up with my own ideas right now. All right, y'all. Peace.